Hi there. Today I want to go over this presentation I have on strategies for the essay tests on the AP Lit and Comp exam. I have a lot of slides, so I'll try to get through quickly, hopefully within 5 minutes. First, our date and time is Wednesday, May 13th, 2020. We start at 1 p.m., so make sure that you're ready before the exam begins. The test this year will be solely on prose. Everything here is relevant to any of the essays on the exam, but you will not have a poetry essay or you won't be writing on a novel or a play. It will only be on an excerpt from a novel. The scoring of the exam has changed a little bit. It's based on these three traits. You get 1 point for having a thesis statement that's defendable or arguable, 1 to 4 points for evidence and commentary, and 1 point for sophistications. The essay total score is 6 points, whereas in the past, essays have been scored from 1 to 9. I think this has made the test a little bit easier than it has been in the past, the scoring of it. Somehow they convert that 6 to a number between 1 and 5. And I'm not sure what algorithm they use to do that. Back here is the rubric that they're using. So you can see the thesis that they focus on, right? That you have a defendable thesis statement. The section with evidence and commentary, you want to have specific evidence and you want to have at least one literary technique, but they're looking for multiple literary techniques for a 4. So to me, that means 2, 3, maybe 4 techniques. 4 would be a lot, I think, but 2 or 3. And then the area of sophistication is a little bit complex, but these are, or vague, I guess I should say. Here are some of the things they're looking for. Complexities or tensions within the passage, or that you situate that passage and understanding of it in a broader context, so somehow make some connection to like the here and now. That you have alternative interpretations of the passage, or finally that you present a consistently vivid and persuasive style. Make sure that when you test, you have a place where you'll not be disturbed, somewhere where you can work from start to finish. The test is open book, open note, so you may want to have a glossary of literary terms or a dictionary handy, maybe an electronic one that's on your phone or something like that. A thesaurus could be really good to help you get some better word choices. Just know that using a lot of outside sources can slow you down. So if you're doing something like another internet search or something like that, that often leads to time loss and maybe lower scores or something like that. Some strategies for the test. So pace yourself. You have 45 minutes plus 5 minutes to upload your essay. Plan your work. Spend 7 to 10 minutes reading the prompt in the text. Underline exactly what you need to address in the essay. Annotate the text with the prompt in mind. Brainstorm and outline. So write out a quick outline that you can follow as you write. Use the prompt to write a thesis statement that makes an argument about theme or the key ideas that you find in the prompt. Do the reverse. Work your plan. So spend the next 30 minutes writing. Try to stick to your outline, but of course, as you write, new and better ideas and phrasing, etc., might come up. Spend 5 minutes reading through to polish. At the end, it's okay to cross things out, rewrite, rephrase something, change mechanics and things like that. Remember to have one of these in mind: Strip David Ferry, TP Cast, Diddles. Don't simply summarize the plot. Quote from the text, so use the text to help you expand your writing and discuss the quotes or paraphrases that you use from the text. All the essays are going to ask you to answer what the passage means and how it means. So the responses of higher scoring essays competently answer both. So think about the hows, literary devices, techniques, language, stylistic devices. Think about the whats, themes, author attitude or tone, views, responses, the way that audiences or readers might respond to that text. Support your writing with examples. Don't use line numbers. So don't say in line 25 or lines 43 through 56. Use the text, quote it, and then explain what you have to say about it. Write legibly. Be precise. So if it's a passage, then say passage. If it's a novel or a play, say novel or play. Don't confuse them. Pay attention to diction and highlight word choices. Look for connotation and double meaning. Use specific literary terms and bring in supporting details. What if you don't understand the passage? This is what you need to do. You need to write. Go through the text, the passage, look for literary devices, and start writing what you know and can understand to take the passage apart using those literary devices. Sometimes writers will score high on the exam simply by showing that they can write and have a command of the language and not necessarily a strong interpretation of the passage. You should use dark blue or black ink, although that might not matter now that we're uploading our essays electronically. Carefully read the passage. These are the commandments, what you should do. Underline keywords and lines in the passage before beginning to write. Organize a brief topic outline before you begin. Plan your work and then work your plan. Answer the question. Attend to keywords in the prompt. Organize according to the logical divisions in the passage, treating only the aspects of the question which apply to each part, if you're organizing chronologically. You should write a lot. Aim for 500 to 700 words. Divide your writing into paragraphs. Indent your paragraphs. Show that you have organization by doing that. Blend, embed, and integrate your quotes or paraphrases with your own words. Quote liberally from the passage. Address what is rather than what is not. Skip what you don't know. Reread your essay. Leave time to proofread, but change mechanics and perhaps wording or phrases at the most. You should not do these things. Title your essay. Write notes to the reader or grader. Draw pictures, charts, and graphs. Use suggestive words or profanity. Use quotations unless you are 100% sure about that quote from other books or sources or things that you know. Avoid the use of rhetorical questions or using a lot of them. It puts a lot of the pressure on the reader to answer your questions rather than you telling them what you know. Avoid criticizing or judging the writing. We don't need to say that this passage is brilliant or amazing or classic or something like that, or why it is. This one we can take with a grain of salt because you can sometimes get away with BSing your way through the essay. But sometimes you do that and you may get caught, and the grader may feel that that's what you're doing and give you a lower score. The same goes with use of cliches. Face the music. cold hard facts, time is money, beauty's only skin deep. Using phrases and cliches like that um, can be useful in terms of like um, labeling a thematic idea or something like that, but they can also seem just what they are, cliche or sort of overly used and um, not as useful. You should not give line numbers, right? Use the quote and the text. Avoid referencing another work. So get everything you can out of the text that you have in front of you. Um, don't refer to another time period or in any other way wander from the specific work that you're focused on. So think of like new criticism that you're trying to get everything you can out of that piece of text that you're looking at. That's it. Work smart, work fast. Good luck.